15 years, blowing the doors off the competition. Podcasting to planet Earth.
PNRNetworks.com.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
From single-screen mom and pops and community art houses to hot repertory venues and downtown palaces, right on through to the neighborhood multiplexes and megaplexes in 2D, 3D, 4D, giant screen and IMAX, and everything in between. From the biggest metropolis to small-town America, this is your guide to all the new films opening this weekend throughout the U.S. From Subject Cinema and eCinemaOne.com, this is 3 Minute Weekend. I'm TC Kirkham. It's Friday, May 7th, 2021. As theaters throughout the U.S. begin to reopen, remember that things are still in a state of flux due to the ongoing pandemic, depending on your local area. Please check local listings for theaters in your area, as theaters that are open probably have new guidelines as a result of the pandemic. Remember to heed those local guidelines, follow the theater's current policies, and protect both yourself and others by masking up and washing or sanitizing your hands regularly. And don't hesitate, get vaccinated so you can protect yourself and others even more. Opening wide this weekend, comedy Here Today, starring Billy Crystal, Tiffany Haddish, and Penn Badgley. Also written and directed by Crystal, rated PG. And Guy Ritchie directed action thriller Wrath of Man, starring Jason Statham, Holt McCallany, Rocky Williams, Josh Hartnett, Jeffrey Donovan, Scott Eastwood, and Andy Garcia, rated R. Opening this weekend at selected theaters and virtual cinemas and streaming on selected cable on-demand systems, action crime biopic Above Suspicion, starring Emilia Clarke, Jack Houston, Sophie Lowe, Johnny Knoxville, Austin Hebert, Thora Birch, and Kevin Dunn, rated R. Award-winning horror comedy Benny Loves You, not rated. Danish crime comedy The Columnist, not rated. Documentary Duty Free, not rated. Documentary Emily at the Edge of Chaos, not rated. German biodrama Enfant Terrible, starring Oliver Masucci, not rated. Action crime thriller Equal Standard, starring Ice-T, Jules Wilcox, Robert Cloesi, and Mark John Jeffries, not rated. Documentary The Human Factor, rated PG-13. Mystery horror thriller Initiation, starring Froy Gutierrez, Lachlan Monroe, Yancey Butler, and John Huertas, rated R. Documentary Knots, A Forced Marriage Story, not rated. Crime thriller Locked In, starring Mina Suvari, Jeff Fahey, and Costas Mandylor, rated R. Comedy drama Mainstream, starring Maya Hawke, Andrew Garfield, Nat Wolff, Colleen Camp, and Marshall Bell, rated R. Mormon missionary anthology drama Mission Stories, not rated. Drama Paper Spiders, starring Peyton List, Stefania LaVie Owen, Lily Taylor, Max Casella, David Rashi, and Ian Nelson, not rated. Kung Fu action comedy The Paper Tigers, rated PG-13. Thriller Silo, starring Jeffrey Holm, Jill Pace, Jack DeFalco, Jim Prarick, and Chris Ellis, not rated. Historical documentary State Funeral, not rated. Fantasy thriller Undergods, starring Johann Myers, Geza Rohrig, Michael Gould, and Haley Carmichael, not rated. Swedish sci-fi action romance The Unthinkable, not rated. Family adventure drama The Waterman, starring Rosario Dawson, Maria Bello, Alfred Molina, David Oyelowo, Amaya Miller, and Lonnie Chavez, rated PG. And comedy White People Money, not rated.
And now for the fine print.
Please remember that titles included each week are the official scheduled release dates from studios and distributors and may be subject to change. Also, please note that indies spread slowly across the country. Some receive a very limited release, and there is no guarantee that they will reach your local cinema for several weeks, if at all. Be sure to check your local listings for more on each film and their availability in your area, along with their possible availability on your favorite on-demand service, both online and from your local cable or satellite service.
Join us each Tuesday for the lowdown on what's hitting home video on DVD, Blu-ray, on-demand, Netflix, and Amazon Prime. Check out Tuesday Digidex every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time from Subject Cinema and eCinemaOne.com. And please remember to check out PNR Networks' premier weekly film podcast, Subject Cinema, with yours truly and my lovely co-host Kim Brown. Now in its second decade, it's full of reviews, news, commentary, and a whole bunch of laughs. You can check it out every Sunday evening at eCinemaOne.com and subjectcinema.com. PNR Network shows and sites depend on our readers and listeners to prosper. Please consider joining our Patreon campaign. Your generous recurring monthly support will help us to make our current shows and websites bigger and better for you. So become a Patreon supporter. Click on the Patreon button on any PNR Networks website or go directly for all the scoop. We're at patreon.com/PNR Networks. That's what's hitting theaters across the USA this weekend, courtesy of your new release newsleader, 3 Minute Weekend. Don't forget to subscribe so you're up to date on the latest releases as soon as the show goes online. You can subscribe through iTunes, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, and many other popular podcast sites, and also through your favorite podcatcher of choice. For 3 Minute Weekend, I'm TC Kirkham, and as always, I'll see you at the movies this weekend.
MovieMavericks.com, broadcasting current box office breakdowns, movie news, and reviews. Now for your hosts, Jason and Trevor.
Hey now, even though we're over 200 episodes deep into the Movie Mavericks podcast, it's still not too late to start listening.
Where every show we give you 10 truths, 20 lies, and a bunch of Hollywood secrets.
It's like existentialism slipping into nihilism.
MovieMavericks.com.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
"15 years, blowing the doors off the competition, podcasting to planet Earth.
PNRNetworks.com.